Hi everybody, so today we are going to make pizza and we're going to make the pizza dough from scratch as well. So first ingredients you need are 500 grams of plain flour, 375 mils of warm water. We need, so here I've got 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, first thing you do then, you put the yeast in the water. You can buy the little packets of yeast as well and use one of those if you want to. And you give that a good mix. That needs to sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes normally, just so that it starts to bubble on the top. What I tend to do, I add the sugar in with that as well. Like that, and then we leave that to one side for about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, then what we do is add the salt to the flour, and then we put it in a mixing bowl. Now my mixing bowl broke last week, so I haven't got one I can do by hand, so I'm just going to pop it in here and make a lovely mess everywhere. So normally, like I said, normally you would leave this for about 10 minutes, but just because we're all here waiting, I'm going to do it straight away, all right? So you let that mix in. And just pour it in. Like so. Now what we normally do, we would normally wait for that to all mix in, but we haven't got time for that. So that would normally mix for about 5 minutes, okay? And then we would take it off. Try and get it off. As you can see, there we go. Put that to one side. Now, this will seem very, very sticky. So what you need to do is have a bit more flour ready. And I'm just mixing it in with my hands, okay? To bring it all together. Then what we're going to do is, once it's all mixed in, it's nice if you've got a nice bowl. It's a really nice thing to do because it's all gooey and stuff like that. Nice, right? As you can see, it gets everywhere. But that's fine, that's normal. I'm going to add a bit more flour to this. If I can get it off my hands, that is. I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Normally, you'd mix this for about, like I said, 5 or 6 minutes in the actual blender itself or the bowl. As you're doing it, you just need to activate the yeast. Get it all in there. So then, what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to put this on the counter, make an even bigger mess. So, what you do is put some flour on the counter, spread it all over, and then, as you can see, it will eventually all start coming together. As it is now, it's all starting to come together. But we haven't really got time for you to see that it all comes together. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, got one that I prepared earlier. Just wash my hands. Yeah, my hands washed. So then, what you would do is, once you've done that, get a bowl. And then once you've all mixed all in, that's all mixed in your bowl, like that. Then you cover that with cling film and leave that in a warm place for a minimum of 2 hours, okay? So the longer you leave it, the better it is. So minimum 2 hours in a nice warm place, right? So once it's been left all nice and warm, so then after about 2 hours, take it out. the bowl. And just give it a bit of a mix. You don't want to mix it too much at this point because it won't rise in the oven otherwise. So you just need to do it like that. Now, when you bring it out, you'll need to make this in, I make it into 2 pieces. So I make 2 pizzas with this, so I cut it in half. I've already done that. So once you've done that, bit of flour on it. Now, just to get the rough space, you can just lightly roll it, making sure you don't push too hard. Because all you want really is a little round shape like that. Then you can do this. If you can't do this, don't worry. Just keep rolling and keep rolling, okay? But this stretches the dough rather than flattens it, okay? So you keep going like that, like that, like that. You see it's getting bigger and bigger as it's pulling. You see, you know, when you see pizza people in the shops, they start throwing it around, don't they? Well, now, as you can see, it's getting bigger and bigger. So then what you want to do is, eventually, if you can't do that, you can just roll it. It's better if you can do it the other way, but you can just roll it. Then what you do is, you got a tray like this. If you haven't got a pizza tray, don't worry, you can use any shape. So if you've got a square one, just make your dough square, okay? You put it on, and you just ease it to the sides like this. Yeah. So ease it to the sides. What? Because we're going to do stuffed crust. I'm going to push mine up a little bit, up and over. So you always want to make it a little bit bigger if you're doing stuffed crust, okay? So then it'll look like that. So here's another one I did earlier with the other half. So it'll look like that, okay? Now, what we're going to do is, see this? That's hot dog sausages. I'm just going to drain them off. And now, all they are, hot dog sausages, just let me turn that off, hot dog sausages cut in half, okay? So, then what we do is, there. This, we like barbecue sauce in this house, so I like using barbecue sauce, but you can use normal tomato sauce, you can use anything you want, but what I do is get a little barbecue sauce, a little bit of tomato puree, and just mix it all in. And then you just go like this. This is the fun bit because it gets a bit messy now. So you dip the sausage in the barbecue sauce and you put it around the outside of the pizza. Just like this. Do it quick for now, but you can take a little bit more care if you want to. I'm just doing it quickly so I can show you. And then one more. And then look like that. Just wash my hands again. So then it'll look like this. Okay. Now, grab it, because you've got it over the edge. You just want to grab it and lift over. Grab it and lift over. Grab it and lift over all the way along. Don't have to be too precise because it'll spread. Grab it and lift along. Grab it and lift along. That's stuck there. Grab it, lift along. And don't worry, let this some uncovered. It doesn't really matter as long as it's all like nice and round. And it'll look a bit messy, but it'll look like that. Then what we're going to do is I'm just going to put the barbecue sauce all in the middle. Now I'm a bit picky and I like lots of barbecue sauce, so you can use as much as you want, okay? Like that. Now the next step is we get some cheese. I'm using half fat, 50% less fat than normal cheese, but you can use what you like. Okay, I prefer it because it's a bit more healthy. We're going to put a nice sprinkle of the cheese all across, like that. Then we are going to start with the toppings. Now, I've got some, this is marinated chicken. Now, marinated means overnight I put some herbs and spices, but what I put in this one, I put some mango and some coconut. So I put that in the fridge overnight, and then it's all nice and flavoursome. It's got all nice flavours of it in chicken. So then you can just, or you can use corn, or you don't have to use anything. If you're vegetarian, you can use corn, okay? So I like this, and just sprinkle it across. There we go. And then I've got some sweet potato. Now, it might be a bit unusual, sweet potato, but it's absolutely delicious. It's lovely and sweet on the pizza, really nice. There we go. Next, I've got some red onion. Don't have to use it. There's just, these are some of the suggestions that I had from going online the other day, so I thought I'd just mix it in like that. I've got some sweet yellow pepper. Just sprinkle that across. And you can add things like pineapple if you want. This here is sun-dried tomatoes. And this is mozzarella. So you can add what you like to it. I'm going to add a bit of that, just add a bit of mozzarella to it. And then I'm going to put some sun-dried tomatoes. Lovely like that. And then that is more or less your pizza made, but what we're going to just sprinkle it across with some little bit of extra cheese, like so. So then you should end up with something that looks like that. And then you put it in the oven for about 15 minutes at 180 degrees, and make sure that you keep checking it. You just want it to go a nice little bit of brown and all the mozzarella to be melted lovely. So that's your pizza done for today, guys. Did you all enjoy that? Yeah, thumbs up. Well done, guys. Thank you.